Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Rich Dad Poor Dad author Kiyosaki urges followers to get into crypto before the market crashes. Huh? That sounds kind of counterintuitive, doesn't it? This courtesy of XRP Crypto Wolf. Now, we've got XRP up here trading at 33.5 cents. If you guys caught this morning's video, I talked a little bit about why the markets did turn. Yesterday, the Dow tumbled 1,200 points for worst day since June 2020 after hot inflation report. I got into some of that this morning. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. And so just to kind of highlight some points here, it wasn't just the crypto market that saw a downturn yesterday. The S&P 500 also saw quite a negative day. If we bring it here on the hourly, you guys can see how the market turned yesterday after after that report came in. But Kiyosaki is urging people to get into cryptocurrency now. So how does that make any sense? He pointed out that people need to become familiar with cryptocurrencies as soon as possible. According to the writer's prediction, a large-scale crash of all markets is coming in conjunction with the collapse of the current dollar-oriented economic system. So what he is insinuating here is that the markets are all going to crash. And although we have seen up until now a correlation of cryptocurrency with traditional markets, that is going to change soon. And the coins that obviously have that utility are going to help transform this new financial system. And so those coins are actually going to pop. The fall will lead to the transformation of the current world order. The cryptocurrencies have the chance to emerge victorious against a backdrop of mass implementation, the author notes. Arguing for his thesis of mass crypto adoption, Kiyosaki cites recent news of the partnership between BlackRock and Coinbase. So yeah, guys, let's not forget where the money is going. BlackRock did just partner with Coinbase recently, so that's obviously got to spell something. When the largest and most powerful institution partners with Coinbase, it means cryptocurrencies are with us for the long haul, the writer concludes. So that is his assessment of the situation. In addition, the institutionalization of cryptocurrencies by shadowy players from the Wall Street world and the US government also indicates the need to get educated about crypto as soon as possible. Robert Kiyosaki regularly shares his opinion on cryptocurrencies, especially in recent months. Okay, so this just gives a little bit of background about Kiyosaki if you don't know about him. Basically, though, he is saying cryptocurrency is going to form the new financial system, all the things that we have already been talking about. And I got to point out, Rich Dad Poor Dad here, Robert Kiyosaki, he is a mainstream economist. So he gets eyeballs, and he is now saying what we have been saying for years. Interesting to note that now he's considering certain cryptocurrencies. And again, he doesn't specify, but if we are to assume that the cryptocurrencies that are going to solve problems are going to be the ones that hold the most value down the road, then obviously these are the coins, the blockchains that work, the ones that actually solve problems today. These are the coins to be invested in. XRP obviously being one of them. Algorand's another great project. VeChain, three of my top altcoin positions that I really think are going to change the world moving forward. And speaking of Coinbase, it doesn't seem to fail ever. Michael Branch bringing this to our attention. Coinbase says trades are failing amid massive market crash. It always happens. It always seems to happen, whether the market is rallying or crashing. It doesn't ever seem like Coinbase is ever able to get their together and provide for a seamless experience for traders. So we were talking about them partnering with BlackRock, and now coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally, cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase started experiencing technical issues earlier today with trades intermittently failing. According to the exchange's status page, the issue has been identified. At press time, the exchange is in the process of implementing the fix. So just an update there. The market has cooled off since, so I don't know how important this is now. Anyway, just wanted to thank Michael for bringing it to our attention. And speaking of glitches, well, is it a glitch? A $190.9 million XRP on the Nano Ledger. Now, this is just a video here, and I will link this in the description if you guys want to listen to what he's talking about. Basically, though, this guy plugged in his Ledger Nano. Okay, and just as a sidebar, a great cold wallet storage solution. I have an affiliate link in the description if you guys want to get a Ledger Nano. It's a great way to make sure your cryptocurrency is secure and safe. Off the exchanges, you can store all kinds of different cryptocurrencies on these things. And so when he plugged it in, he was just pointing to, he wanted to do a swap. And so with the software, you can actually swap cryptocurrency on the actual wallet. And so he wanted to swap. He actually chose two different USD pegged stablecoins, okay? Tether was one of them. And I don't know if you guys can make that out, but this is, here's where it says he wants to exchange for Tether. And as you guys can see, look at the price there, pegging XRP to Tether. $190,959,025. Now, is this a glitch? Obviously, it is a glitch because, on the open market, XRP is not trading for that much. But why? And can we see any other similarities with regards to XRP trading? Well, he also tried USDC coin. There, you can get a better look at it there. One XRP, $190+ million in USDT. He actually changed the stablecoin to see if he would still see the glitch. So now he changes it to USD coin, USDC. So there you guys go, a clear shot, USD coin, USDC, and the price right over here. How much is it for USD? You guys can see he zooms in here, still $190.9 million per XRP. So is something happening in the background? Well, I mean, XRP is going to have to command a higher price than 33 cents if we want it to be utilized in a new financial framework. $190 million per XRP, though. I think that's a great amount. I would not complain about that. Wrath of Conman here bringing this up with regards to Ripple partner Instapay and CMIB, which coincidentally runs on RippleNet. Here's the article. Leading digital bank services provider CMIB Bank in the Philippines is now offering Instapay on the CMIB Bank PH app. Users can now easily transfer as much as 50,000 Filipino pesos and to and from their CMIB savings account with no delays and at no cost. So you guys can see here, they're leveraging the benefits of RippleNet to be able to do so. Just some key takeaway points here. Free transfer. CMIB does not charge any fees for all Instapay transfers, real-time and available 24/7. Of course, this is another beneficial feature for a lot of people that are sending money in different time zones, and perhaps they just, do things at odd hours. Send and receive from various multiple bank and e-wallets with Instapay. CMIB customers can send and receive funds from over 60 participating banks and e-wallets. So the number is growing with the amount of participants as well. Convenient and hassle-free. There is no need to physically go to a bank or perform any transfer. You can do it all on your phone, guys. Of course, leveraging DLT technology with these two Ripple customers, Instapay and CIMB. So great news there. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman just for pointing that out. And here we have some XRPL NFT news, guys, retweeted out by Emi Yoshikawa. This is Kiana's NFT collection, and that is going to be published on the XRP Ledger. You guys can see some of the NFTs that she produces here. It's called Drop Chan, and it is coming soon. Actually, since the beginning of the year, I've been preparing a PFP collection of vector art girls. The chain is, of course, the XRP Ledger. I'm still going to make it cute, so I'd be happy if you could all look forward to it. It was translated here from Japanese, but just wanted to bring this up, just another example of how we're seeing more people building on the XRPL, and in this case, non-fungible tokens or NFTs. So just another update with regards to that. Going back to payments, though, okay, Matthew Liny bringing this up, and I thought this was interesting because this is XRP, this is RippleNet moving into China, okay? Lian Global introduces cross-border payment guarantees to China, guys, and if you guys remember, Lian did partner with Ripple. This is just from their Insights blog. Lian Global, a leading global cross-border payment service provider, announced their introduction into the world's first cross-border payment guarantee into China. So that's a huge market. Lian Global's end-to-end business payment network and the best-in-class KYC process enables the company to provide global online merchants and e-commerce entrepreneurs with the most transparent, compliant, and safe cross-border payment option to the country. Lian Global's world-class cross-border full-value payments guaranteed to China is a new feature introduced by the company's recently launched international digital wallet. The policy provides assurance that payments to China-based suppliers are delivered to the right bank account every single time. So there has been issues before, I guess, with e-commerce in China specifically. And now Lian is going into China and going to make this A-OK. All payments on Lian's global end-to-end payment networks are vetted and verified through Lian Global's enhanced KYC capabilities, which support additional due diligence on consumer profile checks. These checks mitigate payment risks and fraudulent transactions while satisfying regulatory compliance in the Chinese market. So this may be a foray for Ripple-enabled technology to really kind of permeate China. I know China has their own technology that they like to use that they create in-house or in-country. But Ripple technology, I mean, since it is global, since it is agnostic and decentralized, we are going to see a lot of these countries that, even though they do create their own systems, are going to interoperate with RippleNet. And, because a lot of these companies too, right? like Lian, I believe, is a Chinese company. So you would have to make the technology interoperable. And so, if Ripple even gets a portion of the Chinese market, it's going to be good for XRP adoption. And clearly we are seeing that now through Lian, through this small portion, through this small segment for Chinese-based suppliers. But, one day this could balloon into something way, way bigger. Anyway, wanted to thank Matthew Lany just for posting that. And we've got King Solomon here, guys. Bank for International Settlements. Okay, so they just released this recently. Group of central bank governors and heads of supervision. Here's the framework for responsible innovation in crypto assets due by the end of this year. So this press release was just from yesterday, September the 13th, and in it says the group of central bank governors and heads of supervision, or the GHOS, the oversight body of the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, met on September the 12th to reaffirm its expectations on implementing Basel III and to provide direction on key areas of work by the committee. Up here, he points out banks' exposures to crypto assets are going to be on the docket that promote responsible innovation while preserving financial stability. The GHOS tasked the committee with finalizing such a framework around the end of this year. So the end of 2022, there's supposed to be some sort of framework that definitely includes crypto assets. I'm sure stablecoins are definitely going to be part of this, but obviously there is going to be that need for a bridge currency as well. We know the Bank for International Settlements, they already have a relationship with Ripple, and they're well versed in everything XRPL. So, it's going to be about the crypto regulations globally. And, for one country to do it in another country, that is fine and good, but the world has to get onto a singular framework, and, to get all the countries of the world to agree on something is difficult at the best of times, let alone when it has to come to money. Anyway, the Bank for International Settlements getting on this, and they're looking to, kind of proceed with some of these expectations by the end of this year. Wanted to thank King Solomon here just for pointing that out. And another one, guys, from Matthew Lany. Now, this has to do with Swift and the fact that they could possibly be testing Ripple technology through the Symbiont assembly platform. So here is the most recent news. Swift, a financial messaging services company, is conducting a pilot project that examines the possibilities of Symbiont's enterprise blockchain platform to more effectively communicate corporate actions. Now, we usually wouldn't think much of this, except for the fact that back in 2015, now this was several years ago, Symbiont did bridge Bitcoin and Ripple with Counterparty Gateway. Symbiont.io has bridged the gap between Bitcoin and Ripple by introducing a Ripple gateway for the counterparty. So these guys have been Ripple enabled, or at least have been testing RippleNet since 2015. Symbiont, a fintech company looking to build the first issuance and trading platform for self-executing digital contracts that are stored on the blockchain, has announced its first product, a Ripple gateway for counterparty, over which XCP, counterparty's native currency, or any other counterparty asset may be spent. So they were testing it with one particular counterparty asset, but as we know now, fast forward to 2022, and RippleNet interoperable with basically anything of value that needs to be transferred. Counterparty is a free and open financial platform built on the Bitcoin blockchain, which enables the creation of customer user tokens and smart contracts. But with the Ripple Gateway implementation, I guess it was called something different at that time, counterparty users will now be able to transfer their funds in real time with minimal transaction fees. So this sounds like one of the first iterations of RippleNet. And today, Swift is testing this. According to a report on Swift's website, Symbiont's assembly platform is being used to further automate and enhance corporate action workflows. Down here, they say we're able to automatically harmonize data from several sources of a corporate action event by bringing Symbiont's assembly and smart contracts together with Swift's extensive network. This coming from Swift's CEO, Tom Zach. He said in a post, this can lead to significant savings. Currently, publicly traded firms depend on manual processes to communicate information. Beyond that, there are many intermediaries involved in passing information, according to the article. According to the post, recipients of information often receive it with inaccurate or missing data. They must clean that up. So they realized that the current system was not good enough. They need to streamline it, and now they're using Symbiont, which we know has been Ripple-enabled since 2015. Another quote here, manual tasks such as data cleansing, formatting, and interpretation account for roughly 30% of the costs involved in processing corporate actions, said Swift Director Jonathan Ehrenfeld. We are collaborating with our community to provide a solution that delivers accurate corporate action data in near real time. So look at what we have here. Swift now conducting a simulation with the Symbiont platform. They even say down here in this article, if the test is successful, Swift will consider releasing it to the wider Swift community, which reminds me of when Ripple was back at the Sybos event. hosted by Swift back in 2018. Brad Garlinghouse was very confident that Ripple was going to be able to compete with Swift, and at that time, Swift kind of laughed them off. They were obviously too big for their britches. Fast forward 6 years or so, now we've got RippleNet technology permeating the Swift platform, not just through this partnership, but there are many others. So as per Kiyosaki, maybe the masses should be invested in some of the cryptocurrencies that are going to change the financial system. Obviously the ones that hold value, obviously the coins that are going to make a difference, and XRP is on that list. Not only that, XRP is one of the most prominent coins that is going to do this. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.